Because that's kind of what Christine was dealing with.
Well, see, this is the thing is like,
How would you fight to get that bad? Would you fight to get that back?
Oh yeah, I'd march his butt into a therapist so fast. I would not allow him not to talk to me. I don't allow that.
Complain about it and get Robyn to side with her so that...
Wait, hold up. Didn't she say she had zero influence over Kody when she got blamed for the coronavirus rules? But now, suddenly, she's the puppet master? Yeah, right. Spoiler alert. She covertly runs the show, and Kody is all in. The guy literally wrecked his whole family for her and is terrified she'll bail. He's obsessed with her bossy, domineering vibe and loves how she lets him pretend he's in charge. Classic move. Tons of guys, especially the religious type raised to worship quiet, submissive wives, dig that dynamic. Mary, Janelle, and Christine all played the submissive game, and when they got stronger, panic mode for Kody. But Robyn, she's bossy from day one. That's their entire relationship, and honestly, he's loving every minute. She's always talking about what he can and can't do, what she makes him do. It's perfect for Kody, Mr. Accountability Allergic. He craves the illusion of power without any of the responsibility, because when stuff hits the fan, guess who? Yep, not his. Most reasonable guys nowadays, especially in the West, actually prefer a partnership where both pull their weight. But Kody? Nah, he needs his queen bee controlling everything so he can just coast. And what's with Saul wearing headphones? My nephew has baby headphones for loud noises. Robyn probably forces them on him anytime the adults have a serious conversation or mention dinner. God forbid the poor kid hear anything that might cause mild discomfort. There's a cord from her pocket to his headphones, probably blasting kid songs from some Walkman-like device. It's like Vince Vaughn in Old School with earmuffs for his kid, except Robyn thinks everything is harmful. Also, can we talk about how these women used to wear tank tops over sweaters thinking that made them modest? Bless their confused hearts. Both Robyn and Kody are full of nonsense. Forget what they said yesterday, last month, or last year. They lie. Right now, they're on their Not My Fault tour and the Kody and Robyn Forever in Love tour. Barf. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel Reality Nexus X. A few years back, someone once said, have sex with your husband and ask for what you want during or right after. He'll say yes. Sounds like Robyn's playbook. She came in fresh and willing to do what the other wives wouldn't, and now she uses it to control him. Her sex life is probably getting old for Kody. That's why the whole sex is crucial story doesn't add up, especially since Saul or Aerie were basically around for most of the marriage. It's more about stroking his fragile ego and making him feel like some uber-masculine alpha. It's all mind games. Robyn plays victim, Kody rescues her, and his ego gets a boost. Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if he had better sex with Janelle. She actually thought he was hot, which Kody loved hearing. Now Robyn's mastered the innocent-eyed manipulator act and has been fooling him for ages. He wasn't about to lose his jeans model. And remember those stories about Robyn disappearing for hours with Kody while the older kids babysat? I think she was throwing shade at the other wives for being too prissy in bed. Classic Robyn. Also, what's the deal with Kody giving a special tree to Janelle? Weird. Maybe his nub is just worn out. I bet that's why he keeps asking Janelle to reconcile. He misses the bedroom intimacy and actual conversations. Kody and Janelle as intellectuals. Please, that was their own claim, not reality. Kody's terrified of losing the bedroom. Not getting his pencil wet is apparently like a stab in the kidneys. Talk about a joy killer. That advice about ask and a 90-second adventure for a $2.1 million house? Yeah, okay, that sounds like the longest 90 seconds ever. Robyn controls this whole relationship, but Kody is too clueless to see it because she dresses it up with niceties that make him think it's all his idea. He's just blind, totally hooked on feeling like the hero. For a second, it looked like two people from totally different worlds might have a real conversation, but no. Imagine if that kind of talk happened on a big stage. Drama overload. Robyn showed her true colors when she flat out denied Mary an education and wouldn't support her working with troubled youth because you said we were going to be a family. Like, hello? Most people actually earn a living and find fulfillment in doing something meaningful. Robyn, she's just a spoiled brat who's never happy unless it's about herself. Then there's Kody, proudly showing off Robyn's wedding ring like it's a trophy. The guy's an absolute idiot. Now, Robyn's all about going back to church. More like a public relations stunt. These two are clueless. The fake crying? Please. At the end of the day, Kody and Robyn are just greedy, manipulative people who think the public is stupid enough to buy their nonsense. Saul with the axe. Meanwhile, Kody's busy yapping for the camera, completely oblivious to his kid wielding an axe in the background. Honestly, it's both hilarious and terrifying. Some sharp eyes actually caught this. Shows you the level of hypocrisy here. Remember how they smothered Saul like he was the world's most fragile treasure? Now, totally unsupervised, swinging around an axe that's probably heavier than him. He swings it, it gets stuck in the log, and then he's just beating and pulling at it like some mini lumberjack gone rogue. I couldn't stop picturing him suddenly losing balance, falling backward with that axe in hand. Yikes. These two are absolutely the worst parents in the free world. Kody to Saul. Here, son, let me show you how to get sharp tools stuck in trees. Yeah, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. And let's be real, apple got stuck too. I can hear Kody saying that in my head, and it's peak dad fail comedy. And as long as Noodlehead tells Saul when to wear his work gloves, Kody's done with parenting duties. Picture Saul, visor on, doing manly chores like he's auditioning for a handyman reality show. Oh, and don't forget the car shopping episode where Kody might bless him with driving gloves, because, you know, Kody definitely owns a pair somewhere. Meanwhile, Aries running wild, zero listening, zero discipline. Honestly, I'm rooting for her to give them a run for their money. She's old enough to behave better, but nope. It's wild seeing the older girls smothered with protection while Aerie is basically feral. What's the nanny even doing? There's evidence of this, including a food chart on the fridge, which is common in that profession. She's supposedly there in the mornings and tutored the youngest kids during coronavirus homeschool. So nope, not your average nanny gig. And surprise, surprise, Dayton isn't the only kid with extra needs in the house. Kody himself seems a bit of a handful. Have you seen how the older girls act? Yet people often dismiss this reality. Like, no, it's not an excuse, it's just the truth. If a kid truly needed therapy, wouldn't the other wives cut them some slack? Christine's frustration was aimed at coronavirus restrictions, not the nanny's role. Funny enough, that nanny got coronavirus before any Brown family member. But Robyn and Kody won't admit their precious tenders have anything different going on. They want to be the superior family. And Aries sass? Tonal giveaway, she's had zero discipline. She's gonna be a nightmare teen. Mark. Hearing her sassiness aimed at Christine was a huge red flag. It screamed, this kid has been privy to adult conversations way too soon and is running the house with zero boundaries. Remember Aries' first day of school story about a little girl running away because Aries was engaged? The DF. What 5-year-old even says that? Red flag city. Spoiled rotten doesn't even cover it. Honestly, I can't wait to see how these kids survive high school. Robyn smothers her kids with anxiety, but lets them run wild when no one's watching. They're baby-obsessed, but utterly feral without constant nanny help. Remember how bonkers the girls went when there was a pregnancy announcement? Screaming, bawling. It was unsettling then, and it's still wild now. Clearly, they've been trained as baby makers, not well-rounded kids. And Sol? Poor kid is ignored, swinging axes while the grown-ups casually sit near a raging fire roasting marshmallows like it's a normal day. That yeehaw moment? So rehearsed. Kody, the self-proclaimed parenting guru, once pounded on a running chainsaw, stuck in a tree to free it. No wonder he's okay with Sol swinging around a heavy axe unsupervised. Every tree in that forest should be terrified of these two. Then there's the whole thing with Aerie and paint. She got paint on herself and Robyn just says, "Okay, you're done." Like what? Is that inclusion? Then Aerie's off snacking, acting like the odd one out at family projects. She's apparently a naturalist now, brought worms and dirt to the dinner table. Classic. The original family setup worked better because Christine handled most childcare and the older kids watched the younger ones. Robyn, on the other hand, smothers with panic but doesn't actually parent. No independence, no well-rounded kids, and the nanny? Just a band-aid on this mess. The whole family is a walking chaos zone. Aerie chasing girls, screaming about boyfriends at 6, and yeah, they're going to get a rude awakening in 10 to 12 years when reality hits that daddy has 4 wives and sleeps at a different house every week. Oh, and one last thing. If Aerie's on the spectrum, good luck with that because Robyn would milk that for all it's worth. But from what I see, Aerie just hasn't been taught boundaries or appropriate behavior. And Kody's denial about Dayton's autism? That says it all. This family is a hot mess wrapped in more hot mess, and the kids are the ones who pay the price. Kody just learned the word naturalist from his word-a-day calendar and now can't stop showing off like it's his new favorite toy. Hopefully this means he's done obsessing over the word safe because that one's been way overused. I thought naturalist meant nudist? Yeah, same here. Maybe he confused it with naturist and pictures Ariella running around naked in the woods. Classic mix-up. So they all head out to Coyote Pass for a family day. But was it just me, or was everything they did completely unremarkable? Cooking lunch over a campfire, eating outside, and kids digging in the dirt. Sounds like a pretty normal suburban weekend. Not something you do every day, sure, but lots of families do this in their backyards every summer. A nice afternoon, maybe, but hardly the grand outdoor adventure Kody tried to hype it up as. Honestly, they could have had the same experience camping for a weekend and saved themselves nearly $900,000. Their house sits on 5 acres, plenty of space for picnic tables and kids to run around, if anyone bothered to bring anything besides dirt and worms. But nope, the only activity was Kody showing off his wood-splitting skills while the kids entertained themselves with dirt and worms. No bikes, frisbees, card games, nothing. Robyn showed up with her $300 Yeti cooler, as if that somehow makes this outing legit. The kids, Brianna and Robyn, looked about as excited as someone forced to smile through a cold medicine haze. The whole thing felt staged and joyless, a sad, awkward attempt to convince everyone they're a happy family. Kody tried to hype up the place. "Look at this big hole, Sol, want to jump in?" And Sol just said no, because who wouldn't? Then there's the property itself minus 14 acres, filled with junk and some massive picnic tables that apparently had to be hauled in with a giant trailer no one showed us. Meanwhile, Kody keeps chopping down perfectly healthy trees, lowering the property's value for no good reason except maybe for a better view. Environmental vandalism at its finest. And that poison prairie dog poop pond? It's actually a retention basin, usually dry and gross, not a cute little pond. Yet Kody wants to line it and stock it with fish. Because why not make the eyesore even stranger? As for Ariella, the so-called naturalist, she was basically just a kid playing with worms and dirt, which is pretty normal for any child. But Kody had to turn it into some grand proclamation about her connection to nature. Kids play in dirt. doesn't make them experts or budding environmentalists. She's just a kid. But Kody's gotta sound smart, so naturalist it is, even if he clearly doesn't know what it means. Meanwhile, Kody is holding onto the Coyote Pass property, upset because selling it means sharing the money with Mary and Chanel. He probably hopes they'll just go away so he can keep squatting there. All in all, this outing wasn't about family bonding. It was a box to check for the cameras, a forced, awkward, and joyless attempt to pretend they're having fun. No real smiles, no real fun, just overplayed words and manufactured moments. If that's their idea of a naturalist family day, I'll stick to my backyard barbecues. Can someone please enforce the no bullying kids rule? Because honestly, I'm just here to laugh at Kody's delusions, not to get dragged into creepy discussions about Ariella's weight or size. Who even does that? That's some seriously freaky behavior, and if we see it, can we all agree to shame it into oblivion? Look, maybe it's not entirely the moderator's fault, no hate there, but it feels like this nonsense is everywhere. Honestly, I'm just stepping away since that's all I can control. And yes, some of these comments come from other places, not this platform. The mods here do a great job, but they can't police everything everywhere, so just report rule breaking when you spot it. Body shaming children, kids who never agreed to be filmed for profit, is especially awful. Somehow, a lot of mean-spirited adults have found a way to express their nastiness here. Seriously, what kind of horrible grown-up targets kids? It's way more effective. Personally, I'd be thrilled if we never discussed anyone's body, except for Kody's hair. That's the easy, low-hanging fruit we should all share. Also, I haven't seen the actual comments about Ariella, only hearsay. Anyone with kids older than Ari knows about the puberty pudge. Both my kids gained weight before shooting up in height. Before that, they were skinny as can be. Some friends disappear for a while and come back completely unrecognizable. It's just the body prepping for puberty. Oh, and production doesn't always show footage in chronological order. Sometimes it's hard to tell which kid is which when they're little. Like recently, they showed Kody with a baby girl, and I had no idea who it was. Turns out, it was one of my Kelty's kids. The editing jumps around a lot, probably filler. Plus, they usually throw on a weird sepia filter for flashbacks, just to keep us guessing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.